We're here live, NFL kickoff, Philadelphia Eagles versus the Atlanta Falcons at halftime. And we've been joined by two fantasy football experts to break down Monday's draft for us, to give us the preseason rankings of who's going to take home the belt this year in our league. So let's pass it over to the experts and hear what they have to say about our draft.
What's up, everybody? Daniel Park here, ESPN fantasy football analyst expert here. And I gotta say this, Steven. I've been doing this for about 14 years now, and I don't know if I've ever seen an atrocity of a draft that I did on Monday night. I mean, all these 12 men, or should I say, young boys, young stupid boys, came out to just be a disgrace to the game of football.
Okay, all right. Hold your horses there, Daniel.
Disgraceful.
I know it might sound like a slaughterhouse, but I think we got our horses ready to run. But guys, my name is Steven Kashaba. I've been in the business for 15 years now, interning for 15 years at ESPN and 1 year at CNBC. So let's get started here. Tonight we're going to go over our picks 6 through 10. Then we're going to jump to the top 5. And then lastly, we're going to look at the bottom 2. So without further ado, folks, let's get this started at number 6.
In at number 6, the booty ranking spot, we have none other than Mr. Booty Pick himself. I mean, Steven, tell me, who in the world would choose to pick the booty spot when you got the first option to select whatever spot you want to go on? Come on.
You know, it is what it is, but the booty is what it is. But at number 7, we got Jarius G. I mean, this team's looking pretty good. We got Fitzgerald, a little bit of aging there. There's a lot of wisdom in the locker room. So looking good there, G. Moving on.
And coming in at number 8, we have Mr. Tamer. Okay, and it looks like for the number 2 pick, he picked Drake. 2. He's one of the most popular rappers in the era right now. I mean, started from the bottom. Yeah. Now we here.
Yeah, I mean, all I can say is, Gurley, do you love me?
Are you riding?
Moving on though, Scorna, you got number 9.
Scorna.
You know.
Hey, listen, let's talk about Scorna.
You know, all I can say is Scorna's a married man now, but his first pick is a Freeman. Looking like a good year. Might be a little bumpy with some of the picks, but you know, I'm putting my faith in my fellow Steven. But moving on.
All right, coming at number 10, we have Mr. Pastor Scotty Crosby. Okay, and it looks like his team is looking a little rough, Steven, this year.
You know,
man, that's why he's coming at number 10 spot. Actually, it's so bad that I don't know what to say about it. So can we just move on to top 5?
I don't even want to give my breath to these picks. So we're gonna go ahead.
Let's just move on, bro.
And we're gonna go ahead and move to the top 5
top
here,
5.
folks.
Okay, so coming at number 5, we have.
So number 5, we got our friend Moose.
The Moose is loose.
The Moose is loose.
The Moose is loose.
You know, the Moose.
Let's see what we got. For the first pick, he picked Melvin, a.k.a. Flash Gordon. And I don't know how I feel about that as the first pick overall.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking...
I mean, it's almost like if the Moose was a little bit loose up in here when he made that decision. I don't know.
You know, I don't know if he was trying to go beast mode. But I do see he's got Marshawn Lynch there. But, I mean, speaking of the Flash, he went ahead and picked a Hilton. You know, we're talking prestige Flash. We got a Hilton here.
But this is a controversial ranking coming at the number 4 spot, you know, and I don't know how Mr. Moose is going to feel about this himself. But coming at number 4.
Number 4, we got a gentleman that definitely edged out the Moose, even when the Moose is on the loose. But we got our man, Mr. Nicholas Hauser.
Mr. Nike Burner.
Mr. Nike Brenner, he's actually at the fire department right now. Got written up for a misdemeanor. But Mr. Hauser here, he has got a team that is going to edge out Moose because he's got Zeke. Okay? Zeke is about to tear things up on the field. You know, I think if Dak has a good year, Daniel, I mean, Zeke may single-handedly
run. They look dangerous.
He may single-handedly run this fantasy team for House.
They look dangerous. And coming at number 3, top 3, we have Mr. Who should I pick?
Mr. Who should I pick?
Mr. Fadi himself coming into the draft
You know,
without a single pick. piece of paper, okay?
Yeah.
Come in without a single piece of knowledge.
None.
On the draft. But came in last year and won the league.
Came in, Fadi, I think sometimes in life you're a champion because you're clutch. He is our reigning champ. So we are going to have to give Fadi the credits where it's due.
Yep. And coming in at number 2, his draft picks were so bad, they were so booty that we actually put him at number 2 because it was so bad, like if that makes sense. And coming number 2, we have Mr. Andrew Shepard. Yeah. Okay, and let's look at his roster for a minute. Okay, I'm trying to pick one starter on the roster, and
we may have to start calling farm teams. I don't know about this, Shep.
Yeah. I mean, Zach Ertz, I like him because he loves Jesus.
He loves Jesus.
That's about the only reason why I like him.
We might as well bring Tebow back to the NFL. Ebron, I'm not sure about that.
Mr. Butterfingers, he actually drafted Mr. Butterfingers.
Yeah, he may have had Butterfingers while he was doing the draft.
That's what I think it was.
But Shep, let's hope there's a little pep in that next step.
Coming in at number 1.
Number 1, this team is ready to run. Mr. David Johnson. We got Greg Olsen. And all I can say is Des caught it with Ramson being the number 1 pick this year. This is a man of dedication. Fantasy, let me tell you folks, my 15 years of interning with ESPN, the number 1 word is loyalty, dedication.
Loyalty.
Okay, Ramson moved across the country.
Texas.
He went to Texas.
From the south.
He came from the south
to the north.
And came back to the north just to join this league. He had a baby in between, but the point was he wanted to come back to be part of this league because he knew he had to bring something home for the people.
Congratulations, Ramson, on getting the number 1 rank of the preseason.
Pick.
And but last but least, we have the number 12th ranking of the draft. The absolute, it couldn't have gone any worse for any of these 12 men, but it did go worse for this guy because he actually got the worst spot in the draft, which was Mr.
Dr. Phil. Mr. Dr. Phil, it's looking a little tough here. My man Cole Beasley from Little Elm, Texas, where I actually lived for a little bit of my intern life. But I don't know, man. This is looking like a rough life. So, folks, if you want to set your DVRs when Dr. Phil's players are playing, because there's really not much going to be going on that night.
He filled his draft picks with a lot of crap. Yeah, is what he did.
It's exactly.
And which means that coming at number 11, we have none other than Mr. Fascio Petey come in, and I'm not gonna lie, Young D, Petey's my boy.
Yeah,
we've been doing life for a long time together.
Yeah, shout out to Emery Lou, by the way.
But the amount of disrespect and disgrace that he brought to the game, looking at the draft board, oh my Lord, number one, Antonio Brown, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
Might need to rip more paper with this one.
We might have to just cut it here.
Yeah,
because,
we may need to cut it, folks, because
it's just getting
if we go
ugly.
down the list.
Good luck to you, gentlemen. Good thing is someone's gonna win, right?
Theo Riddick put him on the sidelines. He had a good try. Yeah. But folks, this is Steven coming from you, intern at ESPN. Daniel, Des caught it. Ramson, number 1 pick.
Cut it.
You're gonna have a great season.
Cut it.
It's a wrap, folks. God bless you. Have a great night.